Still sick, still drinking tea. Hey guys, what's up? This is Brandon, aka Inspired Author on Instagram. Today, before we start the video, I want to let you guys know that on social media, so Inspired Author, I actually started this new page also called writers.campfire. I'll put like the links to all the social media in the description, but basically what I've started to do is I've started to take 10 or 15 minutes out of my day each day to hopefully start writing these really short like caption stories on Instagram to post alongside cool fantasy photos. So they might be like, I don't know, like a cool fantasy photo I might find, and then I'll kind of write a story to kind of accompany that. I think it's a really good kind of exercise to see like if I can be creative within that small window of time, like 10-15 minutes, if I can create a story, a narrative that works, that can fit in the Instagram caption. You know, being able to keep stories concise and short enough, but still be able to like have it not be trash. It's definitely something I'm trying to work on because I'm so used to writing these really long epic novels that are like 130,000 words, and it's just like 400 pages, super long. So I'm trying to get used to writing shorter things. So this is my exercise. Definitely check it out, and hopefully you guys can let me know what you guys think. Cool, so let's jump right into the video. Something that you guys should definitely be thinking about or worried about or know about is how you handle rejection if you're going to be a writer. You know, maybe the rejection is going to be from your parents. You know, maybe they want you to be like a software engineer or a journalist or a doctor, if you're Asian. You know, maybe the rejection's from a publishing house. Maybe you wrote a fantasy novel and that's not what they're looking for. They're looking for romance. You know, sometimes the stars don't always align with regards to looking for a publisher. Maybe the rejection is from a reader. You know, maybe they just, you know, you got a reader that just didn't like your novel, and that's fine. I think the bottom line is, if you want to publish your stuff, to like get your writing out there, something you're gonna have to do is get used to rejection. That's just kind of how it is. Honestly, I kind of think of writing or like putting your projects out there into the world, to publishers, I mean, kind of like job hunting. You know, you're gonna send your book or comic or project out there into the world, and a lot of publishers are going to come back to you and be like, oh, we don't want this right now at this moment. And you know, it might be because they're not looking for fantasy novels and they're publishing mostly romance stuff, so maybe they're just not looking for your type of book. Or maybe they got 2,000 fantasy submissions this year alone, and they're just trying to pick one that's the right one for them. So I mean, when you get rejected, honestly, sometimes it's not even about the quality of your work. Sometimes it's not even about like whether they liked it or not. They might have the editor or person who reviewed your project might have loved your work, but you know, if it's not something they're looking for, then you know, they'll let you know that. So, and they probably won't take it. You know, there's a lot of competition in the market. You know, a lot of people want to be writers. So I guess it's just something that you kind of have to get used to as, you know, a writer. Just knowing that there's a lot of other people out there trying to publish as well. You know, I think that people who go into writing or who try to write a novel, you know, they have this kind of mentality that like the hardest part is writing the book. I mean, writing the book is kind of hard, you know, I think it is kind of hard, but you know, it's not just like you write a novel and it just suddenly becomes a bestseller, right? You have to market it, you have to find publishers, or you publish it yourself, which is a whole beast in its own. Like, right, you gotta edit it, you gotta do all this stuff, so it's definitely not an easy path. So I would say, and a lot of publishers, like, they take into account like a lot of different aspects for a book, like how marketable is your book, right? Because it's a business, so they're looking for like, can they market your book, right? So if you're writing something within a special niche genre that has like 10 readers total, then they're probably not gonna, I mean, I doubt there's any niche out there with only 10 readers total, but they're probably not gonna publish your novel if you only had like a very small market, I guess, unless that's what they specialize in which case maybe you're in the right spot. So I'd say harden your heart a little when you're shopping your projects around for submissions. This is if you want to be traditionally published. You know, if you're self-publishing, then you know, you still have to have a hard heart because you know, sometimes readers are not gonna always like your stuff. You know, don't let those haters discourage you from writing or from creating more stories. you know, some people are just not going to like your book. You can't please everyone, and I think that being a perfectionist or having that mentality of being a perfectionist is kind of like not really a healthy mentality, especially in writing, because you're never gonna create something perfect. That's not how life works. And hopefully your haters, you know, if you do have haters or do have people who don't enjoy your book, you know, hopefully they can give you constructive criticism. You know, I've received constructive criticism before, and I've actually taken it, and I've totally agreed with some of it, you know, and it's a really good point for you to learn and for you to apply those you know, that advice or that feedback onto your future works that you're always developing as a writer. You know, you can't make everyone happy. You know, I definitely don't. You know, I try to make my books appeal to a very large audience. You know, I feel like I capture a very niche part of the reader's market. You know, I feel like the people who tend to read my novels are more, they typically are into anime. They typically love to read light novels, or manga, and those are typically the people that like to read my books. It's like a big generalization, obviously, but yeah, I mean, you can't capture everyone in the market, right? If a romance person came across my novels, or a person that was really into like strong romance, right? There's a little bit of romance in my books, but not enough to like appeal to like a guy who might be into like 50 Shades of Grey, and so they read my novel and they're like, whoa, it's not steamy enough, and I'm just like, yeah, because I write something else. You picked the wrong genre to read. And then it's like, okay, so maybe they don't like your novel, and that's fine. You kind of gotta just kind of brush off, you know, if they say like something dumb or something mean, then you just kind of gotta brush it off, because there'll be people who also love your novels, right? They'll love your stories. So definitely cherish those who like your stories, and the ones who don't, like, if they have constructive criticism, internalize it, learn from it. If they don't, then whatever. But yeah, I would say, you know, try and keep your head up. I know it's definitely easier said than done, to not let people discourage you, but I guess what keeps me from getting down from rejection is that, you know, knowing that, you know, you might have this dream, right, to maybe create your own anime, write a novel, publish a novel, be a bestseller, whatever, your big dreams, right? If you let those haters get to you, and you know, you stop writing for a long time, or if you're like, all right, I don't feel like writing, you know, that person really got to me, or that publisher didn't get back to me, I'm really sad, I'm not going to submit anymore, then no one's going to complete your dream for you. No one's going to come to you with you know, your own anime, your own bestseller, your own book, your own manga, whatever, on a platter and hand it to you. Like, you have to work for it. You have to let your drive for that dream exceed whatever sorrow that you're deriving from all this, you know, from rejection, because you're going to go through so much rejection before you find, unless you're very lucky, in which case congratulations, but most writers go through a lot of rejection before they get their first like novel or their first like gig, you know. So yeah, I would just say, like, not necessarily that you have to get used to rejection. Maybe I said that earlier. Disregard that. Don't get used to it, because hopefully it's not happening forever, but don't let it hinder you. Don't let it stop you. And don't let it bother you too much either, because you know, it's not good for your mental health if you're always sad about, you know, being rejected and stuff like that. So yeah, good luck on that, guys. That's gonna be the end of this video. Hopefully this is a quicker video than my last one, which was like 20 minutes of footage. I filmed this in like literally 10 minutes. Holy shit, that was very quick. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like it and comment what you'd like to see me talk about next, or maybe what your opinion on this whole video is, like rejection, like what your experience with that is, or if you're having trouble with it, you know, I'd be happy to chat with you guys in the comments. You know, I've experienced a lot of rejection just in everything, right? I'm just taking a lot of L's just in general. And that's just how it is. Like, you take like a very small amount of W's, but those W's always like way heavier than those L's. So it doesn't matter. It's always worth it in the end. Like, there's always something at the end of the tunnel, and it, you know, usually your hard work will pay off. So just keep searching, keep looking, keep working hard, and you'll usually make it in the end, hopefully, if you keep the same optimistic mindset as me, at least. Yeah, so also subscribe for more content. And yeah, I'm gonna leave the link to the social media stuff that I mentioned at the beginning of the video in the description. I'm also gonna leave the links to my novels if you guys want to check those out. Yeah, and other stuff too. I told myself I was gonna make a Twitter and like start using it, but I still haven't. So I'm trying to decide like if that's ever gonna happen, because social media is so hard to stay active on every day. So we'll see. But yeah, I'll update you guys on my future projects, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.